On the 4th of December 2012, an Australian radio show prank called The London Hospital a pregnant Kate Middleton was being treated at. 3 days later, Jacintha Saldaha, the nurse who took the call and transferred the radio host through, was found dead after taking her own life. Now, 5 years on, her family has spoken about their loss as well as the legacy they are building for their mother and wife. The first few years were the hardest, Saldaha's daughter, Janice Pinto, 20, told Who magazine. She would call me every day at 6 p.m, just before she went to work. To check up, how are you doing? How was school? That phone call is what I miss every day. Pinto, her brother Joel Barbosa, and Father Benedict Barbosa channeling their grief into a project helping to establish a hospital in Mangalore, India, including a ward named in her honor. Saldaha's widower says the hospital will take care of the poor people, the sick people from the roadsides when it is completed in mid-2018. Pinto added her mum had plans to open an aged care facility or otherwise help the elderly or sick, so it's something she would really want. Her brother says he's been inspired by his mother and the admiration of her work he heard in the wake of her death. Whatever I do now, any achievement will be for her and for my dad and for my family. That is the way that I kind of live my life. It goes without saying when 2-day FM radio hosts Mel Gregg and Michael Christian made their prank call to King Edward VII's Hospital in December 2012, they had no idea what would follow. Pretending to be Queen and Prince Charles asking about the Duchess of Cambridge's treatment for severe morning sickness, Saldaha put them through to the nurse attending the royal couple. The royal family did not blame the hospital, nor the nurses, and they received no discipline. Yet on December the 7th, Saldaha was found dead, an outcome that had the world asking one question: why did she kill herself? Sadly, it's an answer we'll never have. While Saldaha's husband Barbosa said she had no history of depression or psychiatric illness at an inquiry into her death, her mental health prior to her death, before or after the prank, had not been assessed by a professional. No one except for vicious trolls suggests Gregg or Christian were responsible for the nurse's death. However, in October 2014, Gregg, who copped most of the trolling, told Newsnight she would always feel at fault to an extent for her taking her own life. I was mentioned in Jacintha's suicide note, not the Australian DJ, my name, she said. She thought of me before she took her own life. How can you not